What up, though, everybody? This is TPM Sports. I am T-Roo.
It is your boy, Adrian.
And we got a little mini pack show today. We going to go over 0-2. It's been a baseball discrepancy. Baseball lockout continues. March Madness. We're going to talk about a little hoops there. Hoops here in the college level. NBA. Who's the real MVP? It's a lot of going around. We're going to talk about ups and downs for the MVP leaders and the NFL Combine standouts, quarterbacks and wide receivers. He's a quarterback. I'm a wide receiver. I was trying to watch the running backs today while I was at work, but I couldn't get it. We will talk about that, though, later. We'll talk about a couple of the big ones. The best ones, but, running backs is always a down year. Let's get it. Baseball. So, lockout. It continues. 0-2. The reason why I have 0-2 up there, because they canceled the first 2 series of baseball. I'm happy about it. 162 games. I'm happy about it. Because that's too many games, I feel like. But that's not even in, I know I talk about that a lot, but that's not even in the talks of even taking down the amount of games. They wanted 14, the MLB and the commissioner wanted 14 game playoffs. They got 12. They agreed on 12. That's what they agreed on. They agreed on the universal DH. So it's not I don't know what league gets the DH, but both leagues get a DH now. Right. And they agreed on the anti-tanking policy and stuff like that. So they will understand if it's agreeance on if you tank. I believe it's fines and draft picks that gets taken away. Also the MLB, the players want to increase the minimum wage. I think it was like around around $500,000 now. It's up to $700K. So that's a little bit of improvement, but still they're a little ways apart.
Right.
Again, I like it. You take away some games, you make it more meaningful. To me, I play baseball. Baseball, my favorite sport, my first sport. What do you feel? Like, how do you feel? Like, I seen some people that's like legit mad at it. Like, as a black person in the black community, I seen some people, my friends, legit like upset with some people that you don't even think would like watch baseball. Yeah. Like, legit, like not happy about this.
Yeah, and I think it's the fact of like the idea of opening day and like how like the not mystique, but just like the feeling of opening day. It's I mean, you can kind of gather a comparison of like when football is in the air, when you kind of feel football season coming around. It's the same thing with baseball. It's like, man, opening day is important, especially for those that are like really into baseball. But for those that are trying to that enjoy just like going to baseball games, doing baseball tailgating, so to speak. Like, I mean, those are things that I'm sure like fans like want to get to, especially considering that the past 2 seasons have, I mean, even though baseball got to normalcy like a lot faster than other leagues, but I mean, because they're kind of releasing restrictions in most places now, it'll probably be a different feel. And I think like opening day, not having opening day kind of takes away from, that feeling in the air,
Shit, when is it not going to be opening day, though? Shit. You keep pushing it back a little bit, it's going to be opening day.
This always happens, though. Like, we said this was going to happen.
I understand, man. Like, I just everybody needs to come to a mean. It's always about that money.
And it's the players got every right from every single meeting that happens. It seems like the owners try to take more, and it seems like the players always end up on the short end of the stick, even though the players, I feel like, do get paid handsomely.
Pay the teachers, but
right.
I guess, man.
We'll see, man. 2 series down, so we'll see if it go to 0-3.
How many? I think the deadline. I forgot. I think it's either the 5th or the 8th. Today is the 4th when we record. So we'll see what happens.
Yes,
I don't think it's gonna be tomorrow. Because tomorrow is
I think it's the
8th. The 8th. Yeah. So we'll see. Tomorrow's the 5th. So we'll see. Let's jump into NCAA basketball. Last four in. I'm sorry. What is it? What I'm trying to say?
Last four in.
Last
first
four.
four.
Yeah, last four in, first four out. Explain that a little bit. The last four in means the last four teams selected at large. I don't even know if they're doing conference tournaments this year because of COVID, but usually they do conference tournaments, and the winner of the conference tournaments gets the gets the automatic bid, and that means you automatically go in there. You automatically get in the tournament, and then they will select your seed when they based on who gets in. And then the last four teams based on record and things like that will get in. And then the first four out are the teams would be the teams that almost got in, but they're going to the NIT.
Right.
That's the junior varsity tournament of the NCAA tournament.
Right.
So the last four in that the bubbles have, that the experts have, they have records. They are 17-12. They are 6th in the Big Ten. You have BYU. They are 5th in the WCC. They are 21-9. Memphis 18-9. They are 3rd in their conference. I'm not big and heavy on them. And they have Indiana, who is 18-11. They're 9th in the Big Ten. The first four out, they have SMU. They are 21-7. They are 2nd in their conference. Michigan, my team. I'm not heavy on Michigan at all, fans. We started the season at like what, 3, I think. Top 5, top 10 doesn't matter. We're not ranked. We're 16-3. We don't deserve it. Jahan Howard needs to just sit back, relax. We don't even go. Yeah, we don't even need to go to NIT right now. We just need to just revamp. Yeah, man. They have Florida 19-11, 5th in the ACC, and VCU 2nd in the A10. They are 21-17. Yeah, those are the last four in, first four out. I always get the tongue twister mixed up. Last four in, first four out type dig. So, I'm always rooting for the Big Ten, but I don't want Michigan in there. I feel like even if we do get in there, we can make a run. Every time Michigan gets in, we make a run. But this year, I feel like we'd be if we get the last four in, we'd be like the 12 seed that got to play or something, and we'd get beat. So I don't want to.
You don't think y'all deserve it, huh?
No. Indiana, but I feel like
I think BYU deserve it.
They do. They're fifth. They have what are my notes on BYU? I don't even have notes on BYU. I ain't even looked them up. I'm not gonna lie. But
these four.
I've watched SMU. They have SMU as the first four out. They beat Houston, but they lost to Oregon and they lost to Houston again. But but they beat and they lost to Houston. I watched Florida. They beat Auburn, but they had an L to Kentucky. You know, Kentucky's on a bounce back year. Right. They had the next four out, Loyola. I've seen Loyola play. They had a lot of bad L's though. The 7 L's were all bad L's. No wins on any ranked teams.
That's definitely not going to.
So yeah, Memphis, they beat Bama, which is ranked top 25. Right. They beat Houston, who was ranked top 10 at one point. Yeah, so I mean, Rutgers, who I want to bounce on Rutgers. I think they beat like 4 top 25 teams at one point. Yeah. No, let me see. Purdue, Seton Hall, Michigan, Michigan State. I'm sorry, Illinois, Wisconsin, OSU, Ohio State. That's 6. So I got that. I had that written down. So I mean, that's what I got. I believe. I don't know. It's always gonna be a good March Madness, of course. Y'all know I'm cheering for Gonzaga when they get in because Chet Holmgren. I wanted to piggyback on that craziness last week that we saw last week from what was it? 1 through 6 loss or 1 through 7?
Oh my goodness! Like all the upsets.
Yeah, so we can start from the top. You have the same. I think what was it? St. Mary's beat Gonzaga.
St. Mary's beat Gonzaga. Arizona lost to Colorado.
Yes. Yep.
Auburn lost to Tennessee. Now and that was a very good game.
Yeah, it was. That was cracking. SEC game.
Purdue loses to Michigan.
No, Michigan State.
Michigan State, excuse me. Yeah, Michigan State. So that Michigan State been inconsistent.
Yeah.
And Purdue has been consistent, so that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. those are some big losses, bro. Like
Man.
that's like, and this happened right before, obviously, when they start considering like seeding seriously.
What was that like? That had to be the February 28th or what was it? March 1st or something. So like it really got crazy. So.
Yeah, like they really changed, or I'm not sure how much the seeding changed, but it's like I'm pretty sure it made the committee kind of like take a step back, you know. And look at like what was going on.
Oh yeah,
but I thought it was great. Like, and like you said, Gonzaga, some of these teams like down the wire, like that's what's so great about college basketball. It's like, man, you never know.
It's the crowd.
You never know what's gonna happen, man.
Man,
like, you never know what you're gonna get.
You had St. Mary's, the crowd. I think all these teams that lost, I think they were all away teams. I know St. Mary's was at home.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about like a couple of the prospects. I know I said I was high on Chet Holmgren. He played he was played a little frantic. He had him and Timmy's the big guy, the center. They were combined for 12 and 14. But they got outballed by this guy named Tommy Kuzi from St. Mary's. He had 14, 6, and 2. I mean, 14, 6, and 4. Yeah, 14, 6, and 4. And he was like, I think he was like all of 6'2", bro. And he was balling them up, man. Chet Holmgren just played a little passive, a little scared. Not scared. He's just playing like he didn't care. I guess he's waiting for the tournament, man.
You said that it looked dry, like
very dry.
Like if you don't play, like certain teams is just gonna get you.
Man, yep, very,
especially in college. Like,
I haven't paid attention to Arizona. I did watch the game.
Arizona's a good team.
I haven't watched it. Like
Arizona's like making. Well, I mean, the Pac-12 hasn't been great, but like Arizona's making us look like relevant in the Pac-12.
Something because you USC guy.
Yeah,
I know.
Drew Peterson, baby.
But now, Wildcats only had 2 players in double figures. They lost 79-63. And they were leading at half by 5, but I know that really doesn't matter in basketball. That's 2-possession game.
Yeah, especially with the threes nowadays.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah. You banging a bitch from half court, man.
Yeah.
But hey, again, Colorado was at home. They had the home crowd. And
79-63 though.
It gets like that.
Like
it gets like that.
As the number 2 team, like
I said, off the bench, Colorado had 2 players off the bench, scored 25 combined. That was more than the Wildcats, two players in double figures combined.
Right.
So that's how that goes.
Auburn and Tennessee.
Auburn lost to Tennessee 67-62.
It was up 7 at the half, bro.
Up 7 at the half. That's crazy. One thing I gotta say about that, I wasn't paying attention to who Jabari Smith was like before, like last week. I used to just look at the stats and stuff. Like, oh, he balling.
Yeah, he nice.
You're gonna know who Jabari Smith is come tournament time. If you don't know who he is, or if once you turn on the Auburn game, you don't have to know his number. You don't have to know a name. Like, you will know who he is within the first 5 minutes. As well as KD Johnson from Auburn. The young guy had 18 points. He had a couple of big shots. And him and Jabari both played 35 minutes. They played 40 in college. They played 20 each half. So
yeah, I mean and
you a hooper, so know
that's a lot of game, man. Like 5 minutes, that's a lot of game off the bench.
Man, for real.
But yeah, man, Auburn, Tennessee, bro, that was a great game.
I
enjoyed it. Like, they coming into the game, I always listen to my boy Jay Billis.
Oh yeah, I'm going to work.
Like, Jay going to work, boy. Like, y'all should check out his what's it? His
Twitter.
That's his Twitter.
Yeah, every day I'm going. He did a Jeezy lyric every morning.
But yeah, man, he called it. He said, look out for Tennessee versus Auburn. He said sometimes they offense gets stagnant, but he said like if they play defense, bro, and like if they could keep them into like a close game like this, he said they might win. And all they needed to do was score enough. So that was a great game.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great game.
And then like the last one I want to highlight was Purdue in the Michigan State game.
Right.
Purdue beat Michigan State 68-65. Seems like Purdue goes through their big man Zach Edey. Eddie, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Offense definitely goes through him. I'm sorry, Purdue. Yeah, and then Michigan State. They were spread out. Everybody touched the ball, scored the ball a little bit on them.
Yeah.
But my thing was with the game winner. I forgot was it Walker? He hit it was like a pick and roll type situation, and then he got the big on him. The big from Michigan State. I think that, and then he just
scorched his ass. Just scorched him real quick.
Cashed him out, truck. I loved it, and I loved every bit of it. So,
and one we forgot to highlight too is Kansas losing to Baylor.
Oh, 80-70. Baylor was the home team again. Right, again. What's his name? Agbali from Kansas, 27 points.
Bali, yes.
You was telling me about
I was telling you, the boy got game. It was 8 for 22.
But he got game.
27, 6, and 3. That's not bad, G.
They got out rebounded too. That was
mm-hmm.
But I guess teams tied. They waiting for the tournament, whatever. But we shall see. It's win or go home for real in the tournament. So we'll see. Let's jump to NBA. Who was the real MVP, Truck? The Bulls are 2-12 against teams 600 or above. Excuse me. So I was talking all this stuff about
the MVP.
Man, but he balling. He carrying his team. He doing what he's supposed to do. He beating who in front of him. Or if he loses to him, he putting up a battle.
Yeah,
but we can't be 2-12 against 600, the 600 and above teams, man. Like Ian said last week, we can't beat the Bucks, the Nets, the Sixers of the world. Our name is the Chicago Embiids when Joel and them come to town.
Right.
So I don't know, man.
Yeah, well,
the MVP right now. If we had to go MVP of weekly, Ja Morant, because you saw the three, the throw in three he had, the dunk, the Steph Curry range he had.
Talk about the Steph Curry.
Man, it's been a lot going on, man. So
to be honest with you, man, like at first it was like DeMar DeRozan. It was like, man, he not getting enough. But then it's like when you see 2-12 or something like that.
Yeah, 2-12.
2-12. When you see something like that, and then like y'all just lost to the Bucks today.
Yeah. Oh.
And this is when people, and I don't think DeMar played that well. Like he didn't get off to a great start at least. So it's like them games matter, especially now. Like after the All-Star break, this is when people start like picking and choosing, and I feel like people started elevating their game. Joel ain't really lost a step yet, like
at all.
Even with James Harden, so like I feel like Joel would probably still be the number one at this moment. But Giannis and to the Ja Morant point, like I'm with you with the Ja Morant, but like they just lost to the Celtics yesterday.
The Celtics don't won like they won like 9 of the last 11.
But he didn't play
like
that well. They was giving him the jump shot. They was giving him a jump shot a lot in the first half, and he somewhat looked immortal until he started getting it going like late, and it was too late at that point. It was too late at that point. Okay. Even though that dunk was nuts with the left hand when he caught that oop.
Man,
but
that was looking the
but it's like you got to win them games too. I understand Boston going hard, but it's like you got to win them games too. You got to win them games. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get elevated into that, upper echelon. So like, or continue to be in that level. So I feel like it's Joel Embiid right now, and then Giannis. I would feel like Giannis has been the most consistent.
Giannis?
Yeah, absolutely. Giannis has been the most consistent. His numbers ain't changed.
I feel like Embiid been the most consistent.
Well, yeah, like that's why I say Embiid right there. Like Embiid number one. I would put Giannis. I would put Giannis in that number at number two. And then it kind of gets like fluctuated for me after that. Like it fluctuates after that. But I feel like Joel, like he ain't lost a step. They ain't lost yet. Like, so like why take it from him?
I'm gonna go Joel 1 because he been killing. He got Philly 38 and 23. He got James Harden with him, so he just only gonna get better. I'm gonna go Ja number 2. He got Memphis 3 in the West. He 22 years old, 21, 22. And he was just in the play-in game last year.
Yeah.
And look at him now, you know.
Yeah.
He got them boys balling. And I'm gonna go DeMar DeRozan still, even though we 2-12 against 600. He doing what he do against everybody right now. You know what I'm saying? The schedule right now. And we're going to see what happens in the going times. We're going to see if DeMar turns into Toronto DeMar in the playoffs, San Antonio DeMar in play. I don't know if he played in the playoffs with San Antonio or whatever. If he did, it was very rare.
But Toronto DeMar is a playoff,
one and done type guy.
Yeah.
So I mean, we want you. We hope for the best, but we are realists and. We got to get it done. It's crunch time, so let's get it cracking.
Yeah, hopefully, like that burst that he had in the first half, like, because this is a different, like they said, typically All-Star break is like at the 50 game point. Like they played like about 60, 65, 60 plus games. So they said this break point is a little bit different. So I hope they, like they don't lose no steam. You know what I'm saying, from like going hard. So so much in the beginning. So hopefully they pick it up.
I got
and then, Lonzo Ball, Alex Caruso, possibly Alex Caruso, I believe he is back, but like Lonzo Ball coming back.
We need everybody full strength, man.
Yeah.
Everybody full strength.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see.
I just want to talk about these play-in games real quick. Last year was the first year of the play-ins. I loved it. It was just a one thing. It was winner of one, right? Or it was best out of 3. Or I don't remember. I don't remember. I like the concept. I think it was
best out of 3. If like you get 2 games, I think it's best out of 3.
I don't know. I just like the concept of it's
one of them was one and done though. I think one of them was one and done, and then like I guess the next round like.
Regardless
they would play.
Regardless of what it is,
I don't remember, man.
In the East, I have 7 is Toronto, 8 is Brooklyn, 9 is Charlotte, 10 is Atlanta. So Toronto would play Atlanta, Brooklyn would play Charlotte. That's if they played today.
Well, no, Toronto would play Brooklyn if according to they said Toronto would play Brooklyn in Toronto. And Charlotte would have.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, shit. I mean, I would take Brooklyn and sweep on that bitch.
Hey, I mean, I would, but it's like, damn, Ben Simmons, like what's up, G? Like, you gonna help my boy out? Nope. By the way, my boy KD came back last night, dropped a cool 31, but like Miami
32 and 32. They 32 and 32,
bro. Like. Miami had 4 people over 20 plus points, G. Like, without Jimmy Butler and Kyle Lowry. Like, bro. We could barely manufacture that, G. But it'll be a decent play-in. Then in the West, you got or who you like in that play-in scenario? You got between Charlotte and Atlanta, if that was to happen. If it stayed like that. I know
Ball.
You like Melo. Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Ball.
Yeah.
Ball.
That would be an interesting game for sure.
Shit. So nigga. Yeah. I'm taking Charlotte. I mean, and I know Ice Trae, he lives for these moments. And he like, it's like he get high off of motherfucker hating on him or booing him. Like I like that. But LaMelo the same way, but he been like that. So
yeah.
I'm going with him. Like I'm going with Charlotte. That's why that's my favorite player behind Russell. So and Russell's stinking it up. So speaking of Russell, let's go down to the
West.
The West. We have Minnesota playing the Clippers. I'm taking Minnesota. I love Cat, and I've grown. I've used to hate on Anthony Edwards the most. I've grown to love him just because his personality, who he is. Like, man. So I would take Minnesota in that game. The Lakers. I don't think I would trust the Lakers over. Yeah, I don't. And then Russell Westbrook, my favorite player. No.
I mean, they be going against the Pelicans, so like.
I'll take the Lakers then. I would take the Lakers. I didn't think I would.
I refuse to believe LeBron James would not be able to like.
I didn't even know the Pelicans. I didn't even until today. I honestly didn't even think the Pelicans were that high. Like in the play-in game. Damn.
Right.
Come on, Dame. They well shit. Portland one game behind the Pelicans.
Dame ain't coming back for this year.
Oh, he out for the year. Oh, yeah, that's why they keep saying on the game Anthony Simmons and the Blazers. So
they tanking, they done. So like, what's so crazy is like the Lakers are actually limping in by default right now, bro. Yeah. Like because these other teams, I mean Sacramento, they're a laughing stock. San Antonio, they just not gonna get it together. OKC, and then Houston, like Houston's Houston. So like they're actually fortunate right now. A lot of these teams are, but I'm gonna actually take the Clippers, bro.
You gonna take the Clippers on Minnesota?
Tyronn Lue, bro. Can we give a black man some credit? I know it ain't Black History Month, but my goodness, G, he doing this without, bro. He's doing.
They doing it without the two superstars, George.
Bro, who was an all-star on that team?
I mean, shit.
Like Reggie Jackson used to come off the bench, G.
Oh, Reggie Jackson was cooking Rush yesterday.
Bro, he was cooking the whole team.
He was, bro. And
it wasn't just
he
Russ.
felt like that was his Super Bowl, bro. That was his
he
his
had
moment,
36.
bro.
It wasn't just
he
Russ.
Was going nuts, bro. I seen it tapping him and everything.
Like, bro, Tyronn Lue deserves, like, bro, he definitely deserves Coach of the Year, even though I feel like Monty Williams might get it. And I ain't going to front on that. But, like, gee, the Clippers got no superstars, no all-stars. And they are 3 games above 500, and the Lakers are 8 games under 500 with at least 2 superstars throughout the majority of the season. At least.
Yeah.
1 or 2.
You're right. These niggas that's disgruntled as fuck.
Give me the Clippers in LA if it was to happen today. But that West is like the West lucky this year, man. Like Denver not fully healthy, bro. Like, oh, they so lucky. Portland not healthy right now, G. Man,
Where the fuck is Sacramento? They just suck. All right, man. Let me stop talking about them, man. I don't even want to get in my energy. NFL Combine. I just got the updates on the running backs 40 times. I guess that's why we couldn't find the workouts because they're working out now, finishing it now. After having 9 wide receivers run sub 4.4s, that's below a 4.4 and below. We had 6 running backs run 4.4 or below. And my surprise is Kenny Walker III from Michigan State. He ran. Guess what he ran?
What?
Guess.
4.36.
I ain't never think he was that fast. 4.38 though.
Okay.
Nigga ran a 4.38, bro. Okay. I thought he was like a 4.6 guy. He was a big, like, you know what I'm saying, big guy too as well. You know, he run big. You know what I'm saying, but he got out of there on a lot of things.
So the announcers was saying, Rich Eisen was saying, like the track must have been faster today, huh?
Man,
that's 40s this year.
What it had to be, bro. Cause like, I don't pay attention too much of the running backs. Iowa State has one of the better running backs. Breece Hall, Spiller from Texas A&M. Kenny Walker, of course, he beat Michigan. Only loss we had outside of you know who. And Brian Robinson, they have him like as a 4th, 5th, 6th round projection from Alabama. He's Alabama running back, man. Like, I feel like he's gonna, if he get to a team like the Patriots, which he will probably get to,
right?
He'll be good.
Yeah,
but
I like the way he runs too. So.
He don't really catch the ball though.
Yeah, so I mean that'll be an adjustment for him, but
that's why I say get to a team like the Patriots. You know they got schemes, so
right.
That's how I feel.
Plus people doing 2 backs now.
Yeah, and that's how I feel about. Speaking of, like, I feel like this wide receiver class, I'll go first on this wide receiver class. Teams that need a wide receiver: Jaguars, Lions, Jets, Saints, Bucks, Bears. But we need a lineman first. It's a melting pot. It's like what you call a potluck of wide receivers. Like, you stick your hand in there, you just gonna get something good. You got Jahan Dodson, probably the best hands in the draft. He's 4.4 speed. He could play inside and outside. So whatever wide receiver you like, Emmanuel Sanders in this prime type, but better. Drake London, your guy.
I see you, boy. Mike Evans type. Similar to Mike Evans type.
He got some Mike Evans.
Plays on the ball.
He got some Mike Evans in it.
Yeah.
I feel like Treylon Burke is probably one of the better. He's better than Drake London. He has 4.4 speed, 4.5 speed. It's sneaky speed though, because he just runs past you on tape. He's like a poor man's DK. He might be the first wide receiver taken. My personal favorite, Garrett Wilson from
State.
Not my favorite. I think he's the best in the draft. Ohio State. He ran a 4.38. Chris Olave from Ohio State. No, he ran a 4.39.
4.39.
Yeah, it's official. Yeah, a lot.
Okay.
And y'all see who was better, Garrett Wilson, and I've been telling people that.
And Garrett Wilson was what? A 4.3.
4.38. He was a 0.01 fast, but it don't matter. He was fast. I was like, he not even the best. I used to tell niggas when they used to be like, Olave's not the best receiver on this team. He's the third best. And Jingbu Smith is better than.
He better than
both of them. Yeah, and then Marvin Harrison Jr. coming up in the ranks too. My personal favorite, Dave Bell, was the Big Ten Offensive Player of the Year. He was better than all these niggas. He was busting their ass. He beat Ohio State. He beat Ohio State. He was putting up numbers against everybody.
Yeah.
Calvin Austin, shout out to him from Memphis. That's my homie, little cousin, Rance. He had 2-1K season from Memphis. One of the best receivers coming in when they all were like getting recruited. Right. George Pickens from Georgia. Yeah, he just was injuries and off the field issues. He's kind of like, he's just a troubled child, but if he gets in the right situation, gets his head on straight, he'll be all right.
Right.
And another sleeper I saw, Alec Pierce from Cincy.
Oh yeah. 4.3.
4.33.
That was official.
Burner. Yeah, that's official. Burner. And the announcer said you probably didn't see it on tape.
It looked like it
too.
They
said you didn't see it on tape because he didn't want to outrun Desmond Ritter's arm, and I was like, oh. Well, I thought about it. I was like, oh, that's decent. Like that's
and that makes sense on a lot of them balls I saw.
Yeah.
The balls I saw.
My sleeper, Christian Watson, North Dakota State. They said the Bears met with him twice. Don't smack your lips, cause look, I got this. Look what I got right here.
I already got fam in the return game.
Bro, Christian Watson is 6'4". He ain't returning shit. He's 6'4". He playing outside, baby.
Already got speed.
Look who met with the Packers. George Pickens. He met with the Packers. 6'3", 4.47. So so he met with the Packers. So it's like a melting pot.
It's a lot of receivers.
I know I'm missing a couple of receivers.
They actually made a comment which I thought was interesting.
Is it not Higgins? Is it Higgins' little brother from Clemson? What's the Clemson receiver name? Is it Higgins? I think it's Higgins. Whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah, but they were saying like it's interesting how it's been a lot more receivers lately.
Oh yeah,
and there hasn't been like it's harder to come across like a DB nowadays because like these receivers are like getting a lot of work in these
Justin Ross. That's the receiver from Clemson. That's
okay.
What's his name? Little brother. Go ahead.
Yeah. But I just find that interesting. They were saying like they're seeing like the wide receiver class is going to get deeper because it's a passing league now. So like they looking for more receivers, and they were saying like you could just see like a lot of these receivers that could be DBs, but they rather be receivers because like it's a more lucrative position at this point. So, but that's interesting. Like like you said, it's it's a lot of receivers. It's deep. It's a deep class.
Yeah, like I said, Jags need a receiver. They probably grab a lineman first, of course. Lions probably can they need quarterback, receiver, a little bit of
They need a little bit of
everything. Jets, Saints, of course. The Saints definitely. I feel like the Saints to take a person like Olave. And if what pick do they have? Saints have the. I don't know. I don't see it. They probably take him in the second round then. New Orleans Saints. Oh yeah, 49 overall. Yeah, I could see him going somewhere like there, second round. That'd be good for them because they're they in a whole bunch of millions in depth.
Right.
So they need to start building through the draft anyway. You want to take over? That's all I have for wide receivers. I know I'm missing somebody. I'm probably gonna be mad after recording. Take over quarterbacks. Favorite quarterback or
man? So like
it was a lot of them.
So obviously the headliners were Malik Willis and Kenny Pickett. And obviously Malik Willis stole the show because
don't forget about Matt Corral from.
Yeah, but he didn't throw.
Oh,
he didn't participate. So like we ain't even.
Oh, it's true. You talking about combine? You right. You did. You right.
Yeah.
Right.
So but like yeah. So in terms of the combine, Malik Willis, Kenny Pickett. Malik Willis was showing off his arm like he.
Bro,
like,
he was throwing the leather off that bitch.
Bro, like I couldn't believe it, and then it was one where he was just like he had the arrogant arm to the point where it's like on one of his dropbacks on the deep ball, like he held that last step where he planted on before releasing.
It was like a Steph Curry shooting the bitch and turning around type.
Bro, like I couldn't believe it, and it went like about 60 yards. So like he definitely stole the show. Like he was a little inaccurate on a few different routes though. Like the deep ball, he didn't had too much issues on, but like I saw like he had issues on like the corner route and a few times on the out. But one of the quarterbacks that I actually liked, and I just heard about him from the combine today, Cole Kelly, Southeastern Louisiana.
What's their mascot look like? Because I was looking at a couple.
It's a lion, I think.
I think it's
a lion.
Was it yellow and green?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, who the hell is this?
That's what I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure it out. I had to look it up. Southeastern Louisiana, Cole Kelly. White boy knows how to let that thing fly. G. I feel like he had the best, and I'm no expert, but I feel like he had the best combat or the best throwing portion of the combat out of every single quarterback. That's Kenny Pickett, Malik Willis, Caleb Ellerby, Justin Crum, like Carson Strong, like all of them. Like Cole Ellerby, or I'm sorry, Cole Kelly seemed to be the most consistent on the deep ball, the short routes, and he just looked like he came and ready and was game. But and Sam Howell, he actually. I love Sam Howell. He's smooth in the pocket. Like I love the way he releases the ball. But
you like him?
I like the way. No, bro. See, it's the thing about when you from a quarterback.
Cole McCoy vibes.
When you see a release,
Cole
bro,
McCoy vibes.
I like his release. Outside of that,
Cole McCoy vibes.
The other intangibles, that's those are things that he can improve on. Obviously, but I like his release. But yeah, that was my favorite that I actually loved. Desmond Ridder, he ran like a 4.5. It was a 4.49, but that's a 4.5, bro. Let's just call it what it is.
Oh yeah. Desmond, he like a bigger. Like I would say a bigger Russell. I just think like not accuracy wise, but like attitude wise, he's just a winner. Like you know how to get your team to the winner circle, man. He got him there.
Yeah,
he beat the top. He beat who he needed to beat. He couldn't win it all, but
yeah. So them was the people that stood out, man. Definitely Cole Kelly, man. I like this game, man.
That was your favorite one.
That was my favorite one.
Favorite one.
I just found out about the man in the combine. Yeah. So like, man, I'd be impressed to see what happens with that.
My favorite quarterback.
Shout out to the boy came from the Ivy League, EJ. He came.
He was fast. EJ Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran. I think he ran like a 4.5, bro.
Yeah.
But he's little.
He was
short.
Yeah, he is. But like, it was certain. Like he came out there and ball with like bro, like these are big schools. Dude.
He gonna be what's the name? He gonna be Julian Edelman, bro. He gonna switch his position.
True.
My favorite receiver, David Bell, but he didn't have a good combine. He ran a 4.6, but he has separation issues on tape, but he's just a baller.
Yeah.
Who had a good combine out the receivers? Jahan Dodson from Penn State. He ran the 4.4. And he killed the gauntlet drill. Didn't get smacked in the face. Played. Traylon Burks had a good combine. Calvin Austin had a good combine. Alec Pierce snapped. So a lot of these guys.
That was surprising. That 4.3 was surprising by Alec Pierce.
Yeah, Christian Watson had that 4.3 speed at 6'4".
That was surprising too.
He ran his way away
from Boise State too. He ran a 4.35.
I saw that. I forgot his name.
They said that was surprising too.
Yeah, there's a lot of these. We forgot to even shout out the Tyshawn Thompson from Baylor. He had the highest 40. The lowest 40, but he didn't break the record of John Ross.
What was his official?
Oh, let's look at the text. I don't know. Did I text that to y'all? I don't know. I see Kyler Murray in my phone. I'm not having it. I don't know. But he was the fastest. Yeah. Probably was 4. Oh, here you go. Oh, 4.28.
Yeah.
They had it at 4.1, unofficial 4.28. Dude from Tennessee, Velus Jones, 4.31. Sky Moore from Western Michigan, 4.41. Chris, we read him. Bo Melton from Rutgers, never seen him, never heard of him, but shout out to you. And Danny Gray from SMU, 4.33.
Okay.
Real quick before we cut this off, before we leave out, let's do a quick pick 'em of the weeks, real quick. All right. Let's start with what's tomorrow games. Los Angeles at home against Golden State.
Games. Los Angeles
Lakers.
Versus Golden State. Even though they slumping, Golden State.
Yeah, I saw they lost like 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if LA won.
Wouldn't be surprised.
But I'm gonna take Golden State.
I'm gonna pick the Lakers just because Russell. Y'all know how I feel about
it. Ain't his fault.
It's not his fault. Sunday ABC game. Suns versus the Bucks. Bucks at home.
Oh, Bucks. The point guard ain't there.
I'm going Bucks. They climbing that 4 seed, trying to go get top 3. Nets versus Boston. Boston at home. Boston hot.
Boston real hot. Obviously, I'm making this pick out of
Kyrie healthy. He can play.
Oh yeah, he is playing. It's an away game at Boston. Thank you. So, I'm definitely taking and the Slim Reaper back. Oh my gosh, yes.
I'll take the
Nets.
I'll take the Nets as well.
Nets,
they don't like that 32-32 record. Knicks and the Clips.
Oh, Clippers. The Knicks, right?
Yeah, the Knicks.
Clippers. Yeah. The Knicks, Clippers.
I'm gonna take the Knicks in the upset, y'all. Toronto and Cleveland. Cleveland at home. Cleveland at 36-26.
I'm gonna say sorry to my little brother and my big brother,
Fred VanVleet. Nah, he older than you.
Yeah,
boy.
True. All right, so Cleveland. I'm gonna take Cleveland.
I'm gonna take Cleveland as well. I think OG Newbie not playing. Shout out OG Newbie, Jersey High School. Monday, Bulls versus Philly. Philly's at home.
I want the Bulls to win, obviously. This will be a good game for Philly, a good litmus test. But I feel like Philly won't win. I'm gonna take the Bulls though. Give me the Bulls.
How old are you? Oh, Fred, you older than Fred VanVleet. He's 28.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely older than yeah, man.
Who you take? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm definitely older than I'm taking the Bulls.
I was like, that nigga was in college when I was in college.
I was
watching this game. At which time? I
remember seeing hitting a very specific and particular 3-pointer.
I'm taking the Bulls just because Chicago crazy. Tuesday, New Orleans versus Grizzlies. Grizzlies. Clippers versus Golden State. Golden State at home.
Man,
give me Golden State. They can't slump like this.
Yeah. Golden State.
Wednesday, March 9th. Suns versus Miami.
Ooh, good game. The Suns, man. I'm gonna take the Suns. They can't. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Suns.
Leg back. To who was this? Who is TB? I'm tweaking. I wrote the shit and I don't even know who this is. Who is TB in Utah? I don't know. Bulls and Pistons.
Right.
Don't you know what it is?
Oh, Bulls. Easy money.
Bulls, agreed. Nets, Thursday night, Nets versus 76ers.
It is an away game. Is that correct?
76ers at home.
It is an away game. My boy Kyrie is playing.
76ers winning.
Slim Reaper is playing.
Oh, this the game motherfuckers been waiting for. This was supposed to happen,
this is
right?
why the Nets holding them out because they don't. Because Ben Simmons don't.
Hold on, don't even pick yet. Golden State or Denver first. We gonna end with that. The Nets versus 76ers. Golden State or Denver first. Denver.
Yeah. At Denver at home too. They be talking about that altitude. Geez,
I'm going Golden State. Nets versus 76ers. Sir. Give me the Sixers, bro. Embiid, MVP, tear. That's Thursday night game. TNT, y'all. Tune in. This what we. Ben Simmons not gonna play.
And I don't even care, bro. It is go time, G. You gotta see them too. You got to James Harden. You got to see them too. You got to see Kyrie and you got to see that man KD, G. Hey, it's not in Brooklyn. It's in Philly. No mandates. None of that, G. You got to see both of them. We winning. By 3, it don't matter. By 1, it don't matter. We winning. We winning.
You say,
fuck James Harden.
You say been here, been there, been everywhere. Ben don't matter.
It don't matter, nigga.
Nets and foes.
If Kyrie on the floor with KD, we get through that though.
I feel you.
That theoretical don't be in the Sixers.
I'm going to Sixers. We going Embiid. Let's flick through my notes real quick. Make sure I ain't missed nothing. I'm writing stuff down now. I think we covered everything we pretty much had. Watch when we get off, we gonna be like, damn, we missed it. Shout out Adrian on the artwork. Y'all see the hoop. Oh, we gonna talk about the baseball. But you snapped on that hoop,
hey,
though.
Boy, that shot about to go in, G.
You snapped on that hoop, boy.
All backboard. Cash.
But you already know, man. Tristan Thompson, we gonna end it up. Nah, we ain't gonna end it on him. He tweaking again, calling Grayson Allen out. He wasn't even on the team when he did that, but
and you do not have the you can't call nobody out after a video being posted of you missing 8 hook shots in a row.
Bricking them joints.
And this is warm-ups. No, my boy.
Bricking them joints.
And then he had the nerve to look at his hand, like as if his hand, it was the issue.
It was the hand problem, man.
No, sir. No, sir.
Man. That's what we gonna end with, man. Take it out.
It is TPM Sports. It is your boy, Adrian.
T-Brew.
We out.